New warning comes as Congress is grappling with how to handle the new technology. Lawmakers are holding two separate hearings today on artificial intelligence. ABC's Jay O'Brien joins me now from Capitol Hill, along with ABC News contributor, Google Tech Policy Fellow Mike Muse for more on this. Mike, how concerning are these AI scams that actually mimic people's voices?
You know, they are scary. But you know what, Diane? This is just part of the new frontier of technology. You know, if you think about it, when we first got email became really popularized, we started seeing scams from people overseas requesting money. Then we started getting into social media and Twitter and Instagram, and we start seeing DMs and requests for people to send money. And then we also, too, even as recently as 2022, we saw LinkedIn reported individuals were scamming individuals to invest in false investments in order to scam them out of money. So every time a new frontier of technology and a product gets into the consumer space, we have new threats of fraudulent scams. And so it's really important that the American public is aware of the potential of these new scams, but also, too, it's nothing new when a new product gets rolled out into society.
Jay, what do lawmakers want to examine in these hearings today?
Yeah, Diane, as you mentioned, two hearings, both on AI and various facets of it. The first in the Senate Homeland Security Committee, and then the other, the one really to watch, is in a subcommittee, a lesser committee of the Senate Judiciary Committee. That is where Sam Altman, who's the CEO of the maker of ChatGPT, OpenAI, will also be joined by a guy named Gary Marcus, who's been a skeptic of AI. And one of the things that we've heard from lawmakers leading into this hearing is they want to examine what potential legal guardrails there should be about the use of artificial intelligence in a number of different factors in American life. Job loss, things of that nature, but also misinformation. I can tell you, I mentioned that witness, Gary Marcus. I've talked to him many times about AI, and one of his biggest concerns is that chatbots like ChatGPT often get information wrong, but they're so authoritative that users believe them, sometimes without fact-checking the information. And as we head into a presidential election, as an informed electorate is the bedrock of a democracy, that is a big concern. Now, I should tell you that OpenAI says that its chatbot, ChatGPT, is constantly improving. It's working to weed out the information that it sometimes just makes up. But nonetheless, that is one of the biggest concerns of lawmakers. But the question that they confront in this hearing is, how far are they willing to go with regulation? And is there an appetite on Capitol Hill to really regulate this technology?
Mike, what are the top priorities you think they need to focus on right now?
You know, Jay mentioned something really interesting, and he was talking about job loss. When before ChatGPT or before generative AI got into the conversation, we always, in the policy world, talked about the future of work. And we always talked about the future of work from job loss, but we really began to talk about it from displacement of the workforce. So what government actually needs to do now is speed policy along to help think about ways to retrain the workers who may be displaced by technology and figure out ways in order to create new job training, vocational training, redesigning of manufacturing facilities and plants, maybe think about moving cities that function on traditional manufacturing to clean energy manufacturing. So this is a time now for government, Diane, to actually become more innovative in the way they handle policies in order to create more jobs. The jobs of the future are not the traditional jobs that government is used to helping to facilitate. And so government now, the priority should be how do they create faster policies and economic development in order to match the speed of innovation so that the displacement of workers isn't creating job loss, but actually redesigning the jobs that are available.
Jay, how is the Biden administration working with tech companies on this?
Well, you got to remember, Diane, some of the biggest tech companies are the ones behind the biggest advancements in AI right now. Alphabet, which is Google, Microsoft, which has a big stake in OpenAI. The administration's response is to work alongside, as you said, with those companies to try to keep a dialogue open in terms of using that technology responsible. They've rolled out a few initiatives to do that. The president also meeting not long ago with the CEOs of many of these major tech companies to discuss using AI in an ethical, responsible responsible way. But the administration even acknowledges that they are limited in what they can do in terms of regulating this technology. We've heard some in Congress and in other aspects of the technological sphere talk about creating another federal agency, perhaps, to regulate emerging technologies like AI. But we have to see today and going forward what kind of appetite there is here on Capitol Hill to do that.
All right, Mike Muse, Jay O'Brien, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.